Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Oy. What is the largest object to ever come out of your bum hole? One of those proctoscopes. You know, when they do a colonoscopy, one of those big things they put up your bum hole. See, I won't lie. You know that big long thing they stick in your bum hole when they're going to give you a colonoscopy? That's the biggest thing that's ever come out of there. No. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was almost as worse as the time they injected me with red dye to check shit out, and I was allergic to it, and I was flopping around on the table like a dead fish, and they didn't have the Benadryl in the office to give me an injection. And the other nurse was yelling at the other nurse, "Go get the Benadryl." Felt like I was on fire and I was flopping on the table. I think that's what messed up my brain. Autistic guru. Autistic guru, I will answer your questions. Because that's an autistic question, CBGB. By the way, welcome. I can hear your voice when you type your questions in. See, I didn't ask you anything back. Like, are you still living in the sewers in Las Vegas? You know? No talking today. You have to ask a question. I'm just gonna sit here. It's too hot to be yippity yapping today. I'll ask you one question. How can it go from 45 degrees? Would you remain living in Vietnam if money wasn't an issue? No. Nope, I wouldn't remain living in Vietnam. I'm a United States citizen. Because technically, it's illegal to stay in Vietnam for more than 180 days a year. They will renew your visa, but they can kick you out if they want. It's in some article, I don't know, Ken Duong, the global Duong lawyer dude, he knows all about it. That's why I go in September, because it's calendar year. You know, I mean, I go in September because then in December I leave and go to the Philippines, then I come back the next year, and then I stay another 80 days, whatever. So that comes out to about 160 to 170 days a year. No, I can't do that. Not like Marilyn Manson with the cutout rib, which is basically, it's not true, but not like Ron Jeremy. There you go. He made a movie once where he did that in there. I can't do that. I think it was called Sodom and Gomorrah, where he's up in a tree doing it to himself, looking at some babes in the middle. 1970s movie. It's already the favorite country for me. Already is I'd say Vietnam is the favorite. Thailand's second, and then I do speak Spanish, but southern Mexico, way south, way down south. Because the food in Vietnam, and because the food in Mexico I love too. Mexico's just, where I go, where the Mayan people live at, it's pretty cheap up there. Maybe 10% more expensive than Vietnam. But yeah, countries I'd like to visit if I knew I wouldn't get screwed with would be, I'd like to visit China. No, man, okay, somebody turned it in because I told them about it, and somebody I got another one. It's just edits, you know, but the one where I was making money off, it's gone. Somebody turned it in. What prevents me from getting a Vietnamese sugar baby? Well, nothing. Nothing prevents me from getting a Vietnamese sugar baby. Yep, I've had Vietnamese sugar babies. I just don't put them online. I did put in community posts 3 of them that I had up in Dalat, you know. Little harem, you know. I'm alone right here. I'm a lone wolf. I don't want to be in a relationship, you know. Because then, where are you going? What do you got to do? Are you coming back? What time? Blah, 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 blah. What do you want for dinner? I'm a free spirit. So technically, I don't want a relationship. I just need release every now and then, right? Let's be polite today. Release every now and then. Right? So, massage parlors. Not all men. You got some simps out there, CBGB. They like to have a female boss. They want the female bossing people around. Don't do this. Don't do that. I would advise you, if you're going to start a relationship with a woman, find a good one and do it when you're young. So you can make your babies when you're young. You don't want to be making babies when you're old, because then you'd be broke as a joke. Did you know it costs about $200,000 a year to put a kid through school? Well, not a year. From the time they start school till the time they finish, it costs about $200,000. You gotta buy shoes, you gotta buy books, you gotta feed them, you gotta give the Rugrats a place to stay. You're doing great, Kimmy. I'm sitting outside, but you know what? This weather's killing me, man. It was like 45 degrees yesterday, now today it's you know Celsius, but it's going to be like 28 degrees Celsius today. That's why I'm sitting outside in my air-conditioned tent. Isn't it inevitable for elderly expats to get sugar babies such as Guido, Rique, and all that? Well, some people, they want that, you know. Maybe it makes them feel younger. I feel young anyway. I don't need to be around a young woman to be young. You know? I am complete. I am complete. Thanks for showing up, Kimmy. Thanks for showing up, Angel. Hit the thumbs up, please. It all depends, Kimmy. Most likely, I'll just be going from the town to the lot. And if I get my TRC, then maybe I'll take a motorbike ride up to you. Then if I get that woman that owns that hotel in the lot to sponsor me, so I can get a TRC, which she probably will, I'll have to offer her maybe 1 week every month to go up there and help her out with her place, you know, cleaning, running the front desk, shit like that, you know. In other words, basically a volunteer worker, right? Yeah, I have a bunch of diet secrets, CBGB. Don't try to diet. Just don't try to diet. Just eat until you're full and stop. Don't keep eating. Just because the food's there, don't keep eating. Just eat until you're full. Lieutenant Nescafe, did you do anything? Thanks for showing up, by the way. Hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up, please. Did you do anything to mark the 50-year anniversary for the false I got on April 30th? No, I didn't. I didn't do anything to celebrate. I always leave, though, but for some, I don't know, maybe it's subconscious. But I always leave in April. Why? Because, you know, right? I always leave right before reunification day. It happened the first year, and I was thinking about it later. I go, wait a minute. I always make my plans so that, because you know what it is, the weather starts to get hot there, and it starts to get good here. But this year it wasn't good here. It was cold as shit when I got back. I came back like way too early. I should have stayed this year for it. Nescafe, they make the good instant in Vietnam. It's called Red Cup. Instead of buying that G7 Viet stuff, you know, you get the Nescafe Red Cup, man. Good instant coffee. Of course, no instant coffee is good, but if you're gonna drink instant coffee, the Nescafe red cup, the little pack, that's good, man. Thank you. Thank you for thanking me. I didn't do any fighting. I just brought the babies back. I didn't do anything special, except maybe I could have gotten blown up, you know. Yeah, Highlands coffee. I like Phuc Long. Phuc Long coffee is the best. Have you had Phuc Long, Lieutenant Nescafe? The hotel I'm going to stay in this time, well, either a hotel or an apartment, they're right down in the center this time. I found a couple that are pretty reasonable that have a balcony. One doesn't have a pool, one does. But the one is only 500 feet away from Phuc Long. The other one's only 150 feet from the TTM mall there, where there's a couple of Highlands coffees. So. Just one time coming down, I didn't get up there, I got down. I got down to Da Nang on the way coming back from the Hajang Loop the first year I was there. The first year is when I checked out all of Vietnam. And then I found out my favorite places, and now I just go to my favorite places. I like Ho Chi Minh City for like maybe a week, but that's it. Too much hustle and bustle. Nha Trang is the Rio on the beach. Yeah, but it depends on what time of year, you know. Like last time, April, when I was leaving, it was 100 degrees every day. You had to get up early in the morning to go out to the coffee shop, get your ban su kim, you know, get your little mini eclairs like this without the chocolate in your coffee. I mean early, I'm talking like 6, 7 a.m., right? And then by 9, 10 o'clock, it started to get so fucking hot, you had to go back to your condo, turn the air on and shit, stay inside all day. Just look out the balcony at women and shit, and then about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, you could go out and start to cool down, but man. I went to Mak Chau to go on the glass bridge, the largest glass bridge in the world. I did the Hajang Loop. I went to Sapa to watch the Hmong people make their little weavable shit and the handmade knives and stuff. Then they asked me, do you want to go to China? I go, yeah, I want to go, but I don't know if they'll let me cross and then come back in without giving me a hassle, so I didn't go. Then I went to Hanoi for about 2-3 days. I stayed in the French Quarter for the most time. I did go to the other side by the lake, but the French Quarter area is what I liked better. Then I went down south, city by city, just stopping on that rickety old reunification train, man. I don't like the buses, man. Have you run into Big Kev over there? No, thank God. He didn't ask me for any money. He was in Da Nang. I did help another buddy out while I was over there, though. When he landed in Saigon, his brain exploded. None of his apps worked. And I told him, I said, I told you before you come, make sure all that shit's working. He was stuck in the Vincom, what is it, the Vin Homes? He got a nice place in the Vin Homes, by the Vin Homes Park there outside the city. Man, you know, where all the rich Vietnamese people live, right? And he was going crazy. I sent my Vietnamese friend there to hook him up, you know, to help him out. He was like, you could tell on the messenger when he was talking, he was just like totally freaking. It was like total shock. He couldn't handle it, man, until I told him, you know, what to do. And then got my friend, my Vietnamese friend that speaks very good English, to go there and hook him up. So if you're going to go to Vietnam, be ready for it, you know. Especially when you come out the airport, you know, taxi, taxi, taxi. Say, no, I don't need a taxi. I'm going to sit here, relax for a minute. Walk down to the end of the terminal there. There's a nice Highlands coffee there. Get yourself a coffee, sit down, chill, and plan out what you're going to do. Then you can either get on the bus and go to District 1, or you can get a grab ride. But if you get a grab ride, you got to walk across to the other islands, and you get the grab car inside the other garage across from the airport, because they won't want to pick you up in front. You live, you learn. The first time I went there, I always take a cane everywhere I go, just in case, you know, for dogs and shit like that, right? First time, the guy kept bugging me, man, and finally a real cab showed up, so I threw my shit in the cab, and I left the cane at the airport. You know? And I had to replace it. But as far as safe for like female travelers and shit like that, very safe, man. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't believe, you know, how much freedoms you have there. It's like, you got total freedom. And nobody, I mean, I have the customs lady at the airport every time she sees me now. Of course, I'm not flying into Saigon this time, but every time I fly into Saigon, she just waves me through the customs line. Go ahead, because she recognized me. She just says, I've been through there so many freaking times, man. You know? When it was 30-day visas, man, I was leaving every month and coming back, leaving every month and coming back. That was a real pain in the ass. I don't know, I like the Burger King up on the upper level. Where the departures are at, the Burger King there is pretty good. And if you walk down to the end by the Highlands Coffee, there's a little restaurant on the way down there. It's not too bad. And then you got the Highlands Coffee stuff, you know. Those banh mi sticks. Get a couple of the beef and cheese banh mi sticks with a nice iced latte. Yeah. Yeah, down on the bottom level too, there's places. If you sit at the Highlands Coffee, you get to watch all the hot Vietnamese stewardesses from Vietjet. You get to watch them going back and forth with their little roller bags, you know. They walk from one terminal to Terminal 3 to Terminal whatever it is, Terminal 2, Terminal 3 to Terminal 2. And they'll be with the little roller bags walking past you, and you, woo, baby, baby. Ah, I'm moving them lion. I said it's going to be nice, so I will say, you say, ciao, em gay. Hello, sister. Zin ciao, em gay. Hello, sister. You don't call them bazaar. If you go down by the aunties, they'll all hit on you, man. The aunties, they like hitting on you. They flirt with you. Are you married? You married? You have wifey? I say, I don't want a old lady. I don't need old lady. I go to massage parlor. Yeah, the old terminal is phenomenal, but the domestic terminal is phenomenal, but the old terminal that is used for international flights is no good. I don't know, it's not that bad. It's better than Naya. Naya's a fucking pain in the ass, man. You gotta walk all the way down to the end. They got no place to sit. You gotta sit there and you gotta redo all your apps because they don't trust you in the Philippines, so you gotta re-input all your information in the Grab so it works, you know. Everything is better than the Philippines. Yeah, I don't know about everything. Technically, as hot as it is today here, I wouldn't mind being in Makati today instead of being here. You know. I like DMK, man. DMK airport's not bad. Suvarnabhumi gets kind of busy and you got to walk all the way out across the first road, all the way out across the second road just to smoke a cigarette, man. You know, I mean, that's, at least in Vietnam, they got smoking lounges. You can go in there, and you even meet chicks in there. Hey, can I get a light? Yeah, sure. Where you going? Oh, I'm going here. I just was here for the chit-chat, talk back and forth. Make some connections. What do they call it? Networking, right? Just this guy, he was in the Philippines. I was putting comments on his channel yesterday. He was giving me hearts and stuff. I told him how he got shot down. He was on one way in Saigon. I said, shot down in flames like AC/DC. You know, the girl was talking to him. She says, I gotta go. He's a young dude too, man. Russian. Marcel or something like that. He's got a channel. I was watching his channel. I want to see what he's up to. He's saying women in Vietnam is easier than the Philippines. But yet he got shot down like 3 times, man. And he's supposed to be going with his friend to Nha Trang. He'll have fun in it. He won't leave Nha Trang. That's a mistake. He shouldn't go there. He should go to Dalat first, then go to Nha Trang. Super Mario was okay. It's just that you know, they got a train now that connects those 2 airports together now. In Bangkok, yeah. It connects DMK to Super Mario. You can go from one to the other, back and forth. The MRT. I didn't go to Thailand last year. I just stayed. I stayed in Dalat. I went to Nha Trang. Stayed in Nha Trang almost shit. I was probably there for like 4 months all total. Went to the Philippines for like a little less than a month, and then to do the visa run, and then I came back after the first, you know, because I wanted to get there before Tet, but after the New Year, right? You don't want to travel during Tet. It wasn't so enjoyable. Why? What did you do, man? Well, it's pretty good now. They did a lot of improvements on it. It's pretty good. I wasn't there in 2005. In 2005, I was closing up my cab company. That's when the White Sox won the World Series that year. They beat the Astros, I think, 4 games straight. But yeah, I come back to the United States. I hang out here because I got a house right here. I got a car I just threw $1,000 into. You know. I just ordered a solar kit, but not the power station. I just got the panel with the connector that I could connect directly to the devices, you know, so I could charge up my shit when I'm camping. I might order that Delta Flow 2, the cheap one. Yeah, but that's who I hang around with, 007. I hang around with the college people, man. And the backpackers. There's a lot of backpackers there, man, from the Netherlands. Those are the hot ones, man. They're big, they're tall, but they're hot. The lot, you gotta, you know, take it with a grain of salt, you know. If you want to have fun, you go down by Lambien Square. You hang out at Lambien Square. In the dog coffee shop, huh? Oh, did you drink any weasel poop coffee when you're there? I've never drank the weasel poop coffee. I just up there, man. It's easier to ride a bike. You just jump on a bike and go anywhere you want to go, man. There's not that much traffic, you know. And they don't pull you over either. It's when you're going from there to Nha Trang or from Nha Trang up to Dalat, they will pull you over. Then it's 2 million Vietnamese dong because you're breaking the law. That's why if I get a TRC card, I can get a Vietnamese driver's license. That's why it's worth it, because that one guy in Ho Chi Minh offered me that job. But I don't want to work 8 hours a fucking day, man. 4 hours a day, I'll volunteer and do shit if I can get a TRC card. She even asked me before, do you want to teach some English to these people I know at this coffee shop? I'll tell her, you give me a TRC card, I'll work your front desk for a couple hours. I'll do some security for you at night, cleaning up and stuff, you know. And then I'll go to your coffee shop lady's place for like the weekend to teach the college students English and shit, you know. There's all kinds of stuff to do there, man. You can go trekking in the water. I mean, I'm old, so, but you can go trekking by the water. There's like, what, two waterfalls, and you got the Robin Hill cable car. You can go up to the mountains there, to the pagoda up there, walk around up there if you want, you know. Because I'll be working, see, I'll get there on a tourist visa, which you can't convert to a work visa. But if you have a sponsor, and I think she'll sponsor me, because she sponsored this dude from New Zealand, and then he gave her money, and she opened up a bank account, which is, I hope nobody from Vietnam's watching this. She opened up a bank account in her name for him. Do you know that they draw almost 10% interest on money in the bank? So he was living off the fucking interest, man. But he was doing all kinds of work for her, man. He was like fucking greeting people and cleaning up everything. He was working fucking half the time he was there, man. I don't want to do that. Like volunteer work. So what she was doing, she was giving them a free room to stay in, and she was giving them one meal a day. Just like they do at World Packers, right? She was giving them a free meal a day and a free place to stay, and she was handling his money for him because he wasn't coming back, you know. He was staying. He's a Kiwi. He was staying there. He was not coming back to New Zealand, right? You got 3 ways to get a TRC card. You can invest. If you want a headache, right, you can go get a student visa that you can get a TRC card with, and you can marry a Vietnamese, right? So it's either investing, right, marry a Vietnamese girl, or, you know, go to school. There's all kinds of workarounds, you know. You can go to a freaking agency, and if you got enough money, you can pay them some money, and they'll figure out how to open up a business, which you don't really got to do shit, you know. Maybe an investment of like 10 grand, maybe that's it, right? And they'll have a business set up for you. They'll get you a storefront thingy, and they'll set shit up, and as long as you're flowing money through their bank and stuff, you know. But that's only good for like about a year. You got to leave, even if you got a TRC. But if you got an investment visa, not TRC, if you got an investment visa, you have to leave every 90 days anyway and come back. But if you have a TRC, you can leave and come and go as you please, and you don't even have to show your visa at the border. You just come in and, you know, show up your TRC card. I'm a resident. The best to get, if you can do it, is to get a TRC card. Like that guy, Peter Wynn, if I would have took that job from him, he offered me a 5-year TRC to work for him, you know. But I don't want to work 8 hours a day on a fucking laptop. Marketing with the United States, which means I would have to work at night, right? I think that's why he wanted me, because they were all working in the daytime and had, you know, video conferences and shit like that. He offered me. I didn't ask him for shit. I was just sitting there in fucking Highlands. He walked up to me. He says, "You want a job, man?" But fuck, it'd be like, I might have made maybe a couple thousand more than what I'm getting on my pension. That's about it. And I'd have to work 8 hours a day. Fuck that, man. I mean, there's trade-offs, you know. Do you want your freedom? You want to be able to do this and that, or this and that? Or do you want to work 8 hours a day on a fucking laptop, you know? I mean, I'd rather be able just to get up, do this here, go, oh, it's time to go get some breakfast and coffee. Go out, get your breakfast and coffee, come back, sit down at the juice shop where the juice pimp's at, right? Sit there with my buddy, the juice pimp, right? Sit and learn a little bit of Vietnamese, like one phrase a day, you know? If you learn one phrase a day, you know, if you attempt to speak Vietnamese with them, they will speak English with you. Oh, they don't speak English there. You see my shirt, right, where I'm talking to the store owner, right, up in Dalat. Go, you guys don't speak English, do you? He goes, no, we don't speak English. Now, his dad didn't speak English, but he did. Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of money to be free like that, but in Vietnam, it's so fucking cheap, man. middle class United States, or even lower middle class United States, you're living good in Vietnam, man. I don't know about that. I'd have to check into that for you. Your wife is Vietnamese. Does she have a Vietnamese passport? Does she have her Vietnamese passport? I know she can go, if she has a Vietnamese passport and she was born there, then she can go and they'll give her a 5-year TRC. That's the whole point. Does she have a Vietnamese passport? I would think, since she's sponsoring you, because she would be your sponsor, right? I would think, just an educated guess, I'm not sure, don't take me for 100% positive on this, but I would think she'd have to be in Vietnam. You know? That's just my take on it. But like I said, you don't have to do any of those 3 things. If you have enough money, you just get a lawyer and go to an agency and pay them some fucking money, and they'll find you a workaround where you can get a TRC. They can get you a business open, and I think it takes, after you apply and they do all the paperwork and shit, it takes like 5 to 7 days to get the business investment visa. And then after you have the business for a certain amount of time, then you can convert your business visa to a TRC. It depends on how much money you're investing, you know. I know for a fact, because I heard a bunch of Viet Qs I met while I was over there. If they were born there and they have a Vietnamese passport, when they get there, they'll let them stay for as long as they want, you know, for like 5 years, right? And where would I apply it? At the Vietnamese embassy. You could apply here. If you have a Vietnamese embassy near you, you could both go there with your wife, and you both together go there, and you could apply for the TRC card, or well, actually you'd apply for like a spousal visa, and then when you got there, they'd convert it. You go to like Hanoi or Saigon, and you pay the paperwork and shit and get it converted to a TRC. But that's the best, temporary residency card. Any country you go to. If you get the TRs, like in the Philippines, if you get the SRRV, that's about the easiest. Cost you, if you're like me, over 55, and you're ex-military, it's only $1,500 deposit in the bank. It costs you about $1,600 to get it processed. If you do it yourself, about $1,500. If you pay somebody, of course, it's going to cost you more. Because you got now, they used to just have that you present like the shit notarized. Now it's got to be apostilled. Everything, like your documents, like how much money you got coming in, you know, your military DD-214, you got to have that apostilled. You got to have all that shit apostilled, right? Which takes time. It's a pain in the ass, right? You just can't get it notarized. You got to have your background checks and all that shit done. Then you file. You get your ass. Then you don't have to deal with the Bureau of Immigration anymore. You deal with retirement, whatever the thing is for the, what is it, the Philippines Retirement, can't remember the initials, Philippines Retirement Authority, whatever, you deal with them instead. You don't have to deal with the Bureau of Immigration anymore. Like, I'm thinking that's what that guy Frank they're always talking about. I never watch this freaking channel, but Big Kev always talking about it. But see, he's been there for like years and years and years. He even made this 3-year trip to out of the country to get his tourist visa renewed, right? But now they're getting sticky on that shit, man. They got it where when you go to renew your tourist visa, why do you want to stay? They used to not ask you the question, you know. I mean, it's there, but they didn't really care about it. Now they ask you, well, why do you want to stay here? What are you going to do for excuse? Well, I'm living with a married Filipina, and I got a house here, and so I want, but that's not a tourist. See, they're going to say, well, you're not a tourist, so they're not going to give you that extension, you know. Well, they could, but it's going to get harder and harder to keep going there on just a tourist visa, you know. Like Thailand, they have a good one. You put $22,000 in the bank, You don't even got to show them any proof of income, and as long as you deposit that $22,000 in the bank, you're good to go. Or if you're making a certain amount of money, you can show them that, and you can get your. But you got to be over 55. For the younger people, they got to put the money in the bank. So. I would guarantee to stay in Vietnam, but you probably would be best to go to the Immigration Bureau in Saigon, because in Hanoi, they really don't want people living there, man. They don't want people living there, man. Look at, man, that one lady, everybody's doing videos about Da Nang, like Will and all the people are doing videos about Da Nang, and fucking prices are going sky high now, and too many there's more fucking white people walking around in that one zone where he's at than freaking Vietnamese. She posted one about, with a little B-roll from, I'm glad I'm inside of a friggin' patio air house, whatever the hell you want to call this. There's a big ass carpenter bee. You know what a carpenter bee is? They look like a bumblebee. They're like this freaking big around. He's outside buzzing around by my screens here, man. Imagine if you're sitting outside, he'd be fucking stinging your ass, or he'd definitely be aggravating your ass, man. I would have showed you, but it's too much work to pick up the phone and take it out of my cup gimbal here. Man, that son of a bitch is big, and he saw me. He wanted to get at me. He was bouncing against the screen on it. He's still here. Yeah, you gotta have a screen. You gotta have some kind of gazebo or a tent or something in your yard for the summer times here, man. It gets hot. It gets like Manila here, man. Yeah, I would. In the north, for some reason, I noticed they don't treat Americans as good as they do in central and southern Vietnam. You know, they don't like you as much in the north. Well, you know why, but it's not like straight out forward, like fuck you, America. You know, it's not like straight out forward like that, but it's just that. You get that little attitude, like they'll pickpocket you in Hanoi in a heartbeat, right? But in Saigon, I had a person give me my friggin' phone back, you know? I mean in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. But Vietnam, if you want mass transportation, Bangkok is the best, man. Bangkok is the shit. Train stations everywhere, you get on there, man. Fucking less than $1, go anywhere you want to go. It might be more now, but it's been what I didn't go last year. I went the year before. Stay in the area where the colleges are at. You stay in the areas in Thailand where the colleges are at. Everywhere you go, stay where there's freaking colleges, because then you got younger people that want to learn English. They want to talk to you. You know, the older people, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to learn. Just like when we go to another country, we don't want to learn fucking Vietnamese. We're old. Why should we learn Vietnamese now? You should learn Vietnamese now, because then you're going to not get ripped off, and people are going to be nicer to you, right? Oh, he's trying to be Vietnamese. We'll smile, we'll talk to him, you know? Right? I was going to go to the nail shop over here. There's a Vietnamese, I didn't know it was there, but they opened up a new Vietnamese nail shop over here. I want to go in and tell them, can I get pedicure foot massage for $6? I don't think so. But that's how, you know, 150,000 Vietnam, right? I'd give you 150,000 Vietnamese dong. I'll bring out the Vietnamese dong and try to pay them. I know they're going to laugh. Like, I should do a video on that. Visiting the Vietnamese nail shop. Here, I pay you in Vietnamese dong. Vietnamese dong. How much Vietnamese dong for get the foot massage and leg massage for 35 minutes? Don't need the other massage, just feet and leg massage. That's how you meet the nice girls, man. Don't go to the massage parlors where they do the extras and stuff. Go to the regular massage and you meet the women there, man. You want to go out to dinner tonight? I met this little Russian hottie, man. She's fine, man. She's probably about 35, 36, a little blonde. She always rides her bicycle up and down Tan Phu. Every time I'm at the juice shop, she stops there to get a juice and talk with me. She says, I like talking to you, but she says it's not her boyfriend, it's just her friend, and they're sharing expenses there, you know. So, I don't know. I never tried to tap it, I just talked to her, man, you know. I didn't even say, hey, you want, oh, I did say one time, I says, hey, you want to go to the restaurant around the corner? I said, I'll treat, right? You know, and she says, I have to go back, you know. I said, okay, whatever. But she sat there and talked to me for like an hour before I made the move, you know. I should have made the move earlier, man, but then it would have cost me money, and I still would have got the conversation. She spoke pretty good English for being a Russian. You know? If you go to Nyachang, you got to learn how to say "Привет, красавица," hello, beautiful, right? You need to learn a little bit of Russian. Met a Korean hottie there on the rooftop with my friend. We were sitting there talking to her in one of my live streams. I can't remember which one it was, but about halfway in, I was creeping her. She was by the pool. She knew I was creeping her. And then she came over and started talking to us. Except I kept joking with her. I said, oh, you work for Samsung. That's how you can afford to take a vacation here. Huh? Just fucking with her, right? But man, she spoke like she was from LA. That's how good of English she spoke, man. Really good English, man. I was surprised. You meet a lot of people that speak really good English, man. I guess the people that really want to socialize will learn the language, or they'll learn English, whatever. You know, English will learn Vietnamese, or Vietnamese will learn English, right? Like when I go to the juice shop, the Vietnamese guy, he's always coming over to me, talking to me. And he'll talk to me in English, and then we'll use a translator a little bit, and then I said, how do you say this in Vietnamese? And he'd tell me, and I said, you say that in English like this, you know, like I said, Hang Gặp Lại. I said, that's see you later. In English, it's see you later. You want to say bye-bye, you just say tam biết, bye, right? But the little bit more politer, see you later, you say Hang Gặp Lại. If you're in a hurry, you say tam biết, bye, tam biết. How hard is it to learn bao nhiêu? Một bánh mì bao nhiêu? And they go, ba mui tam, which is 38,000, right? Hai mui tam, that's 28,000, right? Hai mui chen, that's 27,000. Did you notice that Vietnamese, the languages, I've never seen a word over like 5 letters long, man. It's the way you do the influx on the vowels, you know how they got that alphabet. You might be saying like Toi Dong O Dao. That doesn't mean where the fuck am I. But if you say Toi Dong O Dao, that means where the fucking hell am I, right? You gotta say it properly. You might be saying something, and what you're really saying, you think you're saying like hello, and you're really saying, hey, I want to suck your dick, you know? I mean, you gotta be careful, right? Especially you talking to the translator. And when you talk and you practice, the translator fucks with you. Because you'll be saying it right, but it'll come up with something stupid saying, right? Just because you did the influx wrong on it, right? Like, Dendai, Lamon. You always say Lamon first before Dendai. Lamon, Dendai, that means please come here, right? Please come here. Dendai, Dendai. Works for me. I need some help or something, and I'll tell the person, I say, hey, oh, Lamon, Dendai, please come here. Then I'll show the translator. I said, hey, do you know how to do this? Got one video that I did that short with Grab delivery. I said easy peasy. That one got a lot of views right away, man. That one's doing really good. Because the guy's delivering the food to me in front of the place I was at in Ho Chi Minh. And I told him, thank you. See you later, brother. Right? So you can pronounce it like Anchi, which is not really correct. It's Anchai. Anchai. Chai is brother, and it's Anchi, Anchai. And it's like you say Mgai, Mchai. Like I know I'm saying this perfectly. He goes, Xin Chao, Xin Chao. I'm one Liam Long, M. That means I want to lick your pussy, baby. Say it into the translator, it's going to say something totally different, man. An one Liam Long. Right? I need to learn how to say, do you want to go to dinner, right? I'm going to learn how to say, that's the next thing I'm going to learn how to say when I get back there. Oh, there's a few. The rich Vietnamese? You talk about rich Vietnamese, man. You go to rich Vietnamese and you look like the way I'm dressed, they don't even want to talk to you, man. They say, I'm gay. And they look at you like, fuck you. Yeah, you get people like that. You get people like that everywhere. But most people, if you say hello to them and you say it nice, like, ciao boy song, hello, good morning, right? They'll say to you, like, especially in the lab, man, I'll be sitting in front of that place where I stay at, and all the old bazaars, all the old women, the older women, riding their bicycles or their motorcycles, come by, I go, Xin chào, I'm gay, and they'll way back, Xin chào, I mean, that's how you meet people. You don't meet people sitting in a fucking hotel room. I mean, how are you supposed to meet people in your hotel room? You say, you have an invitation to come to room 1707. Here, there's an invitation. Come visit me, right? What the fuck? Did you care and demand that I line up when there wasn't a line? Or at Winmart, right? I had one in Ho Chi Minh City at the Circle K. I titled it, "This is why I don't like to do videos." I was videotaping. I came into the Circle K, and she says, "You can't videotape in here." I'm thinking to myself, I said, "What?" I kept it going anyway, right? Best thing is get a pocket shirt and put your camera in the pocket and just let it run. But then you're filming them without them knowing it, you know what I mean? So that's not cool, but it would be nicer if some people would just say, yeah, it's okay to talk and film me. But then you got some of them, like especially the massage girls, they don't want to be on camera, man. Like the girls up in Dalat that I had pictures of that I posted in my community tab, which is not there anymore on YouTube. I don't know why they took it out, the community tab. But I posted a bunch of shit. I posted some girls that I knew up in Dalat. It's easier for me to meet backpackers and young college girls. And like the sandwich lady video, she was really nice to me. If she wasn't married, I could have. Well, the girl right next door that had the store, she's rich, right? She was nice to me though. But she ended up she's a party girl. She used to go to Saigon like every week. She'd go a trip to Saigon to fuck around and party. Ended up getting pregnant, right? Now she's a single mom. But she doesn't look bad at all, man. But now she's a single mom. And her family's super rich, and they got this little, like, in the Philippines they call them sari store. It's basically just a little mini mart, right? And she'll be just laying down in the back, taking care of the store because she doesn't have to work. Her parents are filthy rich. They own a couple of buildings and they own that store. But she works because if she didn't work, they say, "You lazy bitch, you're not getting nothing," because that's how they are. You know that, right? They expect you to work, right? Advice to all the simps: pay the massa lady what she wants, or else what service is. Yeah, well, you take care of the mama-san, yeah. And the mama-san might even, if she's younger, she might, if she sees you're good, you're okay, she might even want to do you, man. Like when I was in Ho Chi Minh, that one lady, man, I didn't know. I was flirting with her and fucking around. I just was fucking with her all the time, right? And she got a nose job, and I was like, "What the fuck you paying $1,000 to get a nose job?" I said, "You look good enough before," and she's like, "Oh, thank you," right? Found out she owned 3 fucking hotels there, man. Imagine hooking up with a Vietnamese woman that owns 3 hotels, man. They don't own anything. It's government, right? But they get the money. They run it. They get the money. Imagine if you ran into that woman that embezzled all that money before she married that Chinese guy. And they're going to kill her unless she pays back all the money. And then they'll commute her death sentence, right? Imagine you ran into her before she started doing all the scandalous shit. You see, you don't need that, right? She wasn't that, man. When you seen her in court, she looked like shit. But before she was in court, man, she wasn't that bad looking for as old as she is, man. You know who you should hook up with? Hook up with the lady that owns the crazy house in Dalat. She's probably about 80 now, whatever, but man, she's loaded. Get yourself a Mama Duong. Sugar Mama. Mama Duong. Mama Dong. Mama Dong. Sugar Mama. Oh! Tôi muốn mua một cà phê soda. Tôi muốn mua một cà phê soda. I want to buy one cafe, right? Cafe, ice cafe with milk, right? Vietnamese ice coffee. I don't simp, man. When I was younger, man, I would bang anything that's walking, man. You know, I'd try like hell to try to get with them and shit. I don't do that anymore, man. It's either going to happen or it's not going to happen, right? Why try to simp? It's not going to happen. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. I'm not giving them some bitch a shitload of money. Like when I was there last time, this girl in July, I told her, come down in Sean. I says, we can hang out here, you know. I said, I got a hotel room that has 2 people, right? I said, I got a taxi guy hooked up, and he'll pick you up and bring you down here, right? There you go. That's how you do it. Don't give them the money. Just have the taxi pick them up and bring them to you, right? What are they going to do? Run away? No, they got a free place to stay. You're going to feed them every day. No, I didn't make it to the VA appointments, man. It was pouring down fucking rain, and I had one headlight go out. I had to replace the fucking headlight bulb too. I didn't put that in the $1,000 total, but I called up. I says, I'm missing the appointments today. They go, what? I said, cancel them. I said, I'm not driving in a thunderstorm up to Chicago just to get fucking tested on that. But I will get shit, I'll get everything checked out before I leave. I got, what, another 2.5 months? Let's see, June, I got July, June, July, August. June, July, August. 3 months. I got 3 months. Then I'm leaving middle of September. Flight's already booked. Visa's already good. Visa's good. I even got the plans to go to the Philippines on December the 15th. I got everything lined up, man. So if I go to Philippines on the 15th and I go to Davao and I actually find a cheap-ass condo there where I don't have to pay, what, $30 a day for a fucking shitty-ass hotel, but I get a nice condo for like $25K. That's like about, what, about $500 a month, $500 a month. I can get a nice condo in Davao, because this one girl told me where there's a place where there's the church is down the street, the mall and the coffee shops are right across the street. There's a little park there. That's got to be Poontang Alley on Sundays, man. You can just sit on your balcony and just watch all the women going to church and coming back, and the coffee shops right there. What's the favorite month to stay in Vietnam considering the weather and tourist traffic? If I'm on the beach side, I would say, like, if I'm in Nha Trang, right, or in Ho Chi Minh, I would say like let's see, September, October, right? Then if it's the hotter, December, January, definitely Nha Trang, right? Once it starts to get hot, like towards the end, like if I wanted to stay longer this time for like April, May, I would have stayed up in Dalat. Dalat is the coolest place, man. It's all good. I mean, At night it's a lot, man. In early months it gets cold and you get thunderstorms. I got that one line where, man, the thunderstorm's cracking and I'm going, please, I won't swear anymore. The thunder's fucking lightning's cracking and shit. I'm sitting on a fucking rooftop terrace underneath an umbrella. I'm going, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Please, please. Right? But yeah, I liked it a lot because they got the women, they're not really busy. They're just doing their little things every day, right? And you got the college girls, and of course you got the high school girls. You got to know which ones are which. You can tell by the uniforms, right? But you got them all walking by, and they're all saying, hey, American, American, American. You got little kids coming up to you trying to get cigarettes. I said, no. They go, why? I go, no. They go, why? I go, because you're too young. I don't want to go to jail. You gotta learn how to say no in every language, right? You gotta learn how to say no. You saw my sandwich video, right? The short video I did with the beautiful sandwich lady. The kid's coming in and he's talking a bunch of shit. He's a high school kid, you can tell. He used to talk, he said, you gonna buy me a sandwich? I said, I'll buy you anything you want, right? And he goes, and later on he goes, you gonna give me a sandwich? I go, sandwich? I said, go tien? Sandwich. Hong tien? No sandwich. If you have money, you can get sandwich. If you don't have money, you can't get sandwich. Fantiet muy is more of my vibe. Yeah, right downtown area, yeah. There's a hotel apartment building there in that area, man. It's pretty cheap, man. It's only like 12 million. I mean, for like a studio, it's basically a studio. 12, and you're right, like you're 100 feet, 150 feet away from the fucking mall, where they got 2 Highlands Coffees and the fucking Center Malls there and everything, man. You're only like 150 feet away from on the other side, from the Chodan Market, maybe 700 feet. I'm gonna check it out. I got 2 places booked for the first 2 days. If I don't like them, then I'll just go back to the area where I was at. I know there's a cheap one there, a cheap hotel, for like 9 million. And the room is bigger than the room I was at. So cheap, man. They doubled their prices since I left, man. They're charging like 20 bucks a day. I like a hotel that's got a gym on the rooftop too, though, because I go up there and I use the treadmill just to walk on the treadmill. Because when you walk on the Vietnamese sidewalks, you got to be careful because you can't keep a steady pace, because you know how sometimes they're like uneven and shit. You don't want to trip and break a leg over there, right? I mean, you'd have enough money to get it fixed, but then you'd be walking around in the cast for the rest of the time you're there, right? So you don't want to do anything like that, you know. But out of all the cities there, my favorite city is Dalat, because it has that steady temperature year-round. Just at nights in the wintertime, it gets a little bit cooler. Like, you know, you get down 50 Celsius. What is it? Not 50 degrees Fahrenheit, like 15, 16 degrees Celsius, 14 degrees Celsius. Sit there at night watching the football game, and you gotta have some hot coffee to drink, because you gotta put your jacket on, because you're not moving around, you're just watching the football games right now. And the noon football games over there is midnight, 1 o'clock, and then the 3 o'clock football games are 3 o'clock in the morning, so you gotta stay up late at night to watch the football games right now. People think, I don't want to go to a foreign country, everything there's so foreign. Well, of course it's foreign country, right? But you pick up on their things that you want to do. Like, there's a place in Nha Trang. Have you been to the billiards? There's a couple of billiards places in that area. 007. You go there, they got these hot chicks. They rack the pool balls for you and stuff, man. And shoot some pool at night. You can go there, they're open all night. You can go there like 2, 3 in the morning and shoot pool. Walk around, you don't have to worry about getting robbed, because most of them there are Buddhists, and they figure karma. If I fuck him over, I'm going to get fucked over later, so they won't fuck you over, man. And the service, you get what you pay for, man. In the Philippines, that's the only thing I don't like about the Philippines is you'll pay higher prices and the service is worse and the quality is worse, man. In Vietnam, at least you're getting quality. If you pay the bigger money, you're going to get quality. I mean, you could pay 20 bucks a night for a room in Philippines. It's going to be a shithole with cockroaches and stuff, right? You pay 20 bucks a night for a place in Vietnam, it's going to be a nice place. Not quite 5-star, but it's going to be a nice place. And the quality and the service is going to be good. Now, since they gave me a monthly rate last time I was there, oh yeah. I rode on the back of scooters. I've rode a scooter before. But for me, to rent a scooter, it's not worth it. Because, I mean, I'm always like near the center of the place anyway. So I just call a grab bike. And they'll say they'll be there in 10 minutes. And they're there in 5. You got to be ready to go, you know, because they're like, they get there early. And then you just take that plastic bag like I showed in that one video. Put the bag over and put their helmet. Because they won't take you if you don't put the helmet on. And you put the helmet, because you don't know, somebody might have had lice had it on before, right? So put a plastic bag over here, put the helmet on, and go, man. What, 50, 60 cents to go anywhere in town? Unless you're going like from District 7 to all the way to District 1 downtown, and then it's going to cost you about maybe $1.50 on a bike. You could take a car, a 4-seater, the small grab cars, cost you about $2.50. What the fuck? If you can't afford that, you shouldn't be in another country anyway, man. I mean, I wish the hell I could go halfway across this town on $2.50, because if that was the case, I wouldn't even put $1,000 in this fucking car. Because $2.50, that's a lot of rides, man. That's 4 rides every 10 bucks, so it's 40 rides 100, and then you got, that's like 400 fucking rides, man. Why would you need a car if you can get 400 free rides anywhere you want to go for the same price it costs you to fix the fucking car? Then you got to put gas in it, and you got to make sure everything's running right. That's why I'm getting a solar. I don't want to have to keep charging everything off the fucking house and the car. I just put the solar panels and charge it right off the solar panels. Right? So when I do go camping, I can charge my device. And you don't really need a power station if you buy that, what's the name, that Dokio panel I got, because it's got the not the MPP4, but the XT60 that plugs right into that power station. The river, that's what I'm thinking about, maybe getting a river flow. But XT60 plug, and you get an adapter. You plug the adapter on the end of the XT60 plug, and just plug it right into the device, and it'll start charging it. Right? Because you're not you're not going through a battery. It's going to charge it faster. Oh, I wouldn't ride in Saigon, no, man. I missed your retracting message, right? Yeah, I wouldn't ride in Saigon, man. It's hell crossing the street in Saigon. It's hell. I'll ride on the back of a scooter in Saigon and let him deal with it, you know. I had that girl that gave me that free ride from where the buses stopped through the park. She said she didn't know how to tell me how to get to where I was going, so she gave me a ride on the back of her Honda Click, and she almost killed us. Like, first, I don't speak that good English. That all the way there, she's driving, she's turning around like this, talking to me. She almost killed us like twice. A big truck almost hit us, and another car almost hit us. And this is late at night, man. I've seen some pretty good. I was sitting at the freaking juice shop, man. And this lady with 2 kids on a bike, man, she hit the turn wrong, and she hit the curb, and she slid out. The bike slid right past me, like, right there, man. And I'm sitting on the sidewalk, man, and they come slide right past me, man. I go, you okay? You okay? I helped her pick up the bike and shit, you know. She didn't hit anybody. She laid it down. But she would, if she wouldn't have laid it down, she would have ran into one of those pedicabs with the lights on them they got in Yachan. She'd ran into the side of a pedicab. There's no rules. You know, there's no rules. But also, from what I see, the police don't bother you at all. I mean, here you go sit down someplace and they're gonna go, "What the fuck are you doing here, man? Why are you hanging out here? Show us ID. What are you doing? What are you doing? We're just checking up on you, right?" I've never had that happen to me in Vietnam, man. Never. I fell asleep in the freaking park in Saigon waiting to check into my hotel. Woke up, my backpack was there, my money was there, my phone was there. You know, fell asleep for like 3 hours. I was just watching traffic. Next thing you know, I'm out, man, right? I tried to drink coffee and stay awake, but that was a long day. And then you got to wait till 2 o'clock in the afternoon sometimes. Sometimes they let you check it early, but this one was definitely, you got to wait till 2. So I sat on the bench, watched traffic, leaned down. The first time I leaned like this on my knapsack, I was out, man. Woke up, I said, "Oh my God." I said, "I can check in now. Is all my stuff here?" Started walking to the hotel, and I said, "Oh man, I gotta take a shit." Luckily, there was a coffee shop on the corner there. It wasn't Highlands. It wasn't Highlands, and it wasn't Fucklong. It was another one. But it was one of those like fancier coffee shops. I went and saw it. I said, "Now they sing?" She go, "Oh, it's upstairs." So I had to go upstairs. I went, man, if I'd have walked another block, I'd have shit my pants, man. Waking up, sitting in that sun, sleeping, that'll do it every time, man. That'll do it every time, man. Sitting outside, hot as fuck. The reason I like that Sochi and the place, my British friends staying at the hotel across the street there, it's still the same price with breakfast included, right? But who the hell wants to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning just to get a free breakfast, you know? But yeah, it's probably about 10 million, 10 million a month with free breakfast, 10 million, 11 million. But you got to figure free breakfast, that's like, say $3-4. Add that that's extra $90 right there. So that's extra, what, 2.5 million right there. And you get to eat all the eggs you want. You go up and get an omelet, you go up and get a couple fried eggs, you get your other stuff from your hot dogs, or they call it sausage, which it's not sausage, it's freaking regular. It's not the Philippines red hot dogs, it's hot dogs. So get that with some rice, maybe some noodles, you know, whatever. Get filled up, then you don't have to eat anything till late at night, so you know, you're eating 2 meals a day. But you got to get up early. Okay? That's the whole thing. Who the fuck wants to wake up 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, right? Especially if he's out shooting pool at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Will goes over there. You know, he's doing good, but I mean, Will goes over there because he wants to live like an American in Vietnam. I don't go there to do that. I go to Vietnam. I said, well, while I'm in Vietnam, I'm going to, every now and then, I'm going to eat, you see my videos order McDonald's stuff. Every now and then, I'm going to eat American food, right? Every now and then, I'm going to eat different food, like Indian food or something, just like here. Oh, absolutely, Michael. There's no comparison. Everything in the Philippines is loaded with sugar, man. It's loaded with sugar, man. They shouldn't call it chicken adobo. They should call it chicken sugar. Pork sugar. I do like the food in Thailand, but it's all hot. It's all super hot, man. You tell no spice this time. No, a little bit less spice. It's still hot as fuck. Burns as fuck. It's like you're a dragon. You get done eating, it's like, I love Moo Crab though, man. I don't know, man. Maybe he's got enough money now and they raised his pension up or whatever. I think maybe his lady, I met a girl in Makati that looked just like Chrissy K, right? I mean, identical twins. And I asked her where she was from. I guess where she was from. The same area Chrissy's from, right? And I showed her the YouTube channel. I said, look, you got a twin. And I showed her, and about 2 weeks later, she quit the job and went back to Samar. I wanted to make a video with her. I was going to make a joke video. I said, come sit on the couch over here with me. We'll make a video. I said, I'll pretend that you're Chrissy and that I got my arm around you and that you left Tim K and that you're with me and McCarty. And she almost did it. She almost did. That would have been a great video, ain't it? Having somebody that looks exactly like Chrissy and have her sit and go, look, I stole Tim K's wife away from him, right? Wouldn't that have been funny? That'd have been great, man. Yeah, he might have. I mean, I got offered jobs while I was, first time I went there, man, I got offered a fucking job, man. The thing is, do you really want to work? You know, when you're my age, you don't want to work. I'd rather sit out here and vegetate in the yard and turn into a fucking weed growing out of the ground than to have to go back to the rat race, man, you know. You gotta remember, I was in the military. I was a thief when I was a teenager. I was in the military. I ran a fucking taxi company for like 10 fucking years, man. I had a guy call last night, and he goes, where are you located at? I go, oh, you think this is the taxi company? He goes, yeah. I go, that place. I said, I've been closed for like almost 10 years now. He says, why is it still listed in Google? I go, because I keep telling them to take it down and they won't, man. I still get cab calls through my fucking cell phone, man. Because I got two numbers listed. I had the landline listed and I had my cell phone listed for when I was out driving so I could dispatch the other drivers. Now that you know that, don't be calling me, making my phone fucking ring, because you'll figure out what company I own, okay? If you want to contact me on WhatsApp, you know, or Messenger. Because when I put my Facebook shit there, it's all my real name and stuff. I'm not hiding from anybody. I don't owe anybody any fucking money. I don't have to pay any taxes anymore. I got my veterans pension, and since it's not that real high fucking disability, I don't get $3,600 a month, right? My buddy the other day was telling me, he goes, he's getting $4,200 from the fucking Teamsters, and his Social Security's making about $7 grand a month, man. And he wants to go. I said, why would you want to go back to fucking work? Are you crazy? I says, you got 2 houses left to you because your wife died and her family. You got that family's house. I said, you got your family's house. You got property your dad left you out south of here where Billy Jack's from, right? I go, sell that property. You're paying taxes on that, and you don't never use it. You don't even visit the fucking place, right? I says, right off the river. I know you can get some money for it. I go, sell the one house, put your kid in the other house, let them take care of it, and use that for your address. And just come. I said, you could live like a fucking king, man. Imagine if you had a $7 grand a month budget in Vietnam. Come on, 007. $7 grand a month to live off of, that you could, I mean, disposable income, you could just use it, right? Every month, man. Fuck. You can stay in the Panorama Nha Trang, man. You can stay, you can have limos driving you around, man. The Philippines, man, you could go over there and have a house built in, what, 2 months? Wouldn't be a big one, but it'd be a nice one, because what it cost them, about 10 to 20,000, right? 10 to 20,000. You could build a nice house for 10 to 20,000 over there. Rent the property, because you can't own the property. He's not gonna live fucking more than 50 years anyway, right? You know, all you guys out there, you're always worried about, well, what about if I run out of money? You know, what the fuck? You're not going to run out. We're so old, you can't run out, man. Unless prices jump another 10 times higher than what they are now. I tell you what, if I had a fucking $1 million like everybody's accusing me of on the fucking YouTube, oh, he's a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, I would be in Thailand. I would be in Thailand. And I would get my residential thing in Thailand, and I would just take my vacations to Vietnam. Right? Just go to Vietnam. Back and forth. Just whenever I wanted to go, I'd go, because you'd be able to come in and out of Thailand whenever you wanted to, right? And you wouldn't have to pay $600 a month for a condo, because if you're there a long time, You can rent, like by the year, you can get one for about maybe 290, 300 bucks for a nice one with a rooftop pool and a gym and all that shit, you know. How much money in total do you need to have to live off of? It depends, you know. What do you like to do? Do you want to eat at 5-star restaurants every night and shit? You know, do you want to eat, you know, local food? Do you want to order from Grab? Do you want to go out and drink and party every fucking night, man? Do you want to go out and buy hookers and shit? It depends on what you can never tell anybody how much it costs to live, but I can tell you if you just normal, like a normal United States life, but you're staying like in like a hotel life over there, right? And you don't blow money like crazy, $1,000 and you can live good in Vietnam, man. You wouldn't even need to have health insurance, man, because you can get a fucking full grill. I can get a full top grill over there for like 500 bucks, man. Imagine getting a full plate of false teeth that's the best titanium frame with the porcelain teeth for 500 bucks. And the only reason it was 300 for him, for my British friend, because he had the teeth. He already had a prosthesis, you know, fake teeth. I didn't know he had fake teeth. They were good enough, but he said they kept coming loose. But when he did it there, they did the fit perfect, man. He had to go like this, like, yank that motherfucker out. That's how tight it was. He said he doesn't have to use no adhesives. It just pops it in and it stays there, right? But he had that done for like a little over 300 bucks. But me, because I got to get teeth pulled, I had to wait a month for the swelling to go down. That's why I didn't get it done. If I wouldn't have had to wait that month, I would have had it done, man. Oh, do I have a favorite hotel? Not a condo, but a hotel. If money wasn't an issue, I would stay at the New World Hotel. They got a huge fucking pool up on the roof there in the New World. It's right next to the New World Starbucks, man. Right down in the center by the Hong Kong Center. There's another one. There's a building there down by Lei Lai. And you got the rooftop bar there. It's called, what the fuck? Sky. It's called the Sky Bar. Right? You got all kinds of hotties going up to the Sky Bar. And they knew you lived in that fucking building, man. You wouldn't have no problem getting a girlfriend. But, you know, if you don't want to be spending baller, District 9, they got Vin homes out in District 9 that are not that expensive by the month. The only thing is, it takes you 45 minutes to get downtown, right? Now, if they build the train like they're building it, if they build an extension all the way out to District 9, then it'd be no problem, right? What's the name of that little suburb right outside of Ho Chi Minh? I can never remember the name of the thing. It's just as you're going out of Ho Chi Minh, it's just north of there. Sun Hoa Tower? You got the address on that? Sun Hoa? I never heard of the Sun Hoa Tower. I know there's a bank in the bottom of this building, and they got the Chill, it's called the Chill Sky Bars on the roof. And every day, if you sit down by the Highlands, is it a Highlands or is it a football? I believe it's a Highlands. It's a Highlands. If you sit down by the Highlands, you see all these women coming out to the curb during the day to pick up their grab food orders because they're working in the office. It's like an office building. They're working in the offices and they're coming in and out all day long, grabbing food from the curb or drinks from the curb and taking them back inside. They got a security guard, of course, you know. See, that's the difference. In Vietnam, the security guards are actual security guards. In the Philippines, the security guards are monkeys dressed in a suit. Right? They got the shotgun, but they don't know how to use it. You know? Basically, in the Philippines, security guards are glorified doormen. Glorified doormen. They open the door for you, they let you in, or they're gonna check your bag and then they let you in. Do it that way. I guess a job's a job though, right? I think I would get really bored doing that though. I helped out at that hostel one night. The guy didn't show up, man. I sat out there on the steps. People would come up. They go, is this Z? I go, yeah, this is Z. I said, come on up, man. Just open the door for them, let them in. And yet this December, they're totally booked up. They're totally booked up. I got the one cook that works there. I got her on WhatsApp. She's probably about 38, 35, 38. I call her Nana Anna. I called her up on WhatsApp and I go, how come I can't get a room in December there, man? She says, I'll hook you up. I go, well, don't do it now. I said, but when it gets close, I'm going to call you again. I says, to make sure why is it always sold out, right? Because I like that place because they got the rooftop bar where all the party people go to. And I always get the middle rooms, so the music from the bar is not real loud. You can just hear maybe like a boom, 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 muffled sound coming from the bar, you know. And you got 4-bedroom dorms there, or you can get a private room. If you get tired of fucking a bunch of people being around, you just get a private room for a week, you know. If you're not tired of it, you want to interact with people, go to a dorm, man. Fuck it, just keep your shit locked up, man. They got lockers there, man. Keep your money, fuck the locker with the money though, man. Keep your money in your fucking pocket when you're sleeping. Just move your fat ass wallet over to the side so you don't get a Charlie horse in your thigh, right? You know. I did that one video where the maid was in the room while I was sleeping, and you could hear she comes in and she probably thought the wallet was my dick because there's a big bulge in my pants there. You could tell she was there for like a long extra. Maybe she was staring, saying, "This old man got a big dick." It was my wallet. I just said, "No, malaking TT. I have a malaking wallet, man. Bolsa." Now you can answer me a question there, Angel 007. Why do people always come up with these different handles on YouTube? Why don't they just put their regular name out there, man? Is it because they go to certain channels where they talk a bunch of shit, and they go to another channel where they like it and they don't talk shit, so they just keep the same handle, you know? Look at, I'm old Jack, the traveling camping guru. Today I'm the answer questions guru, man. Viet Qs are crazy if they don't go back to Vietnam, man. They all stay in fucking LA and shit, and they're spending all their fucking money. They should just go back to Vietnam. They could live really good there, man. You just can't get involved in the government, man. As long as you're not involved in the government or talk about the government, you're going to be A-okay. You're going to be A-okay. I used to mess with the street cleaning ladies, though, man. They got nice butts, man. They push those big carts and they're picking up garbage all day, man. They wear these green outfits with the yellow stripes, man. I'd say, "Oh, you're very beautiful today." They'd look at me like, "This crazy guy is fucking trying to flirt with the garbage ladies?" Why not? Garbage ladies need love too, right? That's one thing about Nha Trang I like. That I seen Will in Da Nang. He's walking around, he's got rats jumping out at him. The British friend of mine, he said he saw a rat down by the beach area, but probably because one of those beach bars didn't clean up, you know. Because there's bars right on the fucking beach in Nha Trang. I mean, you can go there and buy, there's one that's called Anna's, is it called Anna? It's called Anna's Bar. Right? Anna's Bar. You can go there and get a coffee, sit in the shade. There's a big ass pool there, man, right on the beach. I mean, you can walk another 10 feet, you're in the fucking ocean, right? But they got a beach there, and you can get pizzas, you can get burgers, you can just sit down. You want to be a cheap ass, you just get your iced coffee, and you got all these Russian babes in the floss bikinis, man, with their ass cheeks hanging out, and you get camel toes, and they're all laying out. You know, they could. I'm anonymous. I prefer not to be a public figure. Okay, I understand. I just asked why. Some people I know they like to troll a lot, you know. But you can see the Russian girls with the floss bikinis on, man, you know, and they're laying out around the fucking pool, man. And you're sitting there chilling, drinking your coffee, man. You got the perfect view. You got the ocean and the pussy right there, man. What the fuck? For what, a couple bucks? Creep on all the babes, man. Never know. One might be interested, man. They say, hey, he looks like Rasputin. Hey, Rasputin, sputa. He's disgusting. He's looking at the butt cheeks. Rasputin, he's looking at the butt cheeks. He's old man, but he's not dead. Old man can still see the nice butt. You can be old, but you're not dead. I had to say that to a girl at the Dunkin' Donuts here one time. She comes swaggering up with the Daisy Dukes cut up the sides and shit, and a nice halter top on, no bra, boobs are flopping. I had my glasses on. I was sitting outside the Dunkin' Donuts in Munster, not the one up here by me, but the one in Munster. She got out of her car and she was just wiggling all the way up to the door, man. I went, what the fuck? I said, whoa. She come back out. I had the glasses out. I'm looking like it. She said, what are you looking at? I said, I might be old, but I ain't dead. And she started shaking it all the way out to the car. Yeah, she wasn't mad. She just said, what are you looking at? When I said, I might be old, but I ain't dead. She liked that. She started swiveling even more. I said, thank you. You just saved me a trip to the strip club tonight. I saved the money. Yeah, well, I'll be doing some more than that this time. I bought another phone just like this. I got 2 of these now. Even though I found out you can put a second SIM card in here. So I will have a Viet SIM this time, which nobody's going to call me at. I will use the new phone for Vietnam, and I'll use this because I won't be using it as much. I leave it in the hotel when I go out for my banking stuff. So I'll use the new one, which got the new fresh camera. It's not all smoked up and shit and everything, whatever, right? I use that. I'll actually do lives down the street. I can do more videos that way too, right? So after September 15th, but I'm not going to say, oh, come here, live like me, because I don't want, they already jumped the price. Like I said, that hotel I was in, man, I did one review. Now it's double the price of what it was when I was there last time. Now it fluctuates. You'll check in one day and see what the price is, and then you check another day and it might be like 5 million less. So maybe by the time I leave, since that's the start of their rainy season, what they call it, which it's not really that bad. Just a little light mist in the daytime, right? But you'll get some rain. You just take a fucking umbrella with you, you know. But maybe the price will go down. I found some places there that are cheaper, right? No pool on the roof though. The pool's nice to have, man. I mean, the one's got a really nice beach view. It's got where you're looking straight at the beach. I mean, directly at the beach. And that's about 10 million. 10 million, so that's what is that? 10 million. That's about 450, maybe 450 a month. You can't get a senior citizen apartment here for that, man. Nha Chung. When you talk to Google, you have to say N-H-A Chiang, N-H-A Trang. It doesn't understand how to say Nha Chung. Hey Google, where's the Phuc Long in Nha Chung? I don't understand. I said, bitch, what do you mean you don't understand? Then they show you some song lyrics from bitch you don't understand, and you go, why you fucking with me today, assistant, right? I can't remember. I was arguing with the assistant one day. I was bored. I just wanted to argue with it. And I won the argument. They kept saying this and that. And I said, that's not true. I said, this is what it is. And I said, how could that be true if this is the truth? And it didn't know what to do. And it finally said, I guess. I guess. I actually out-argued fucking the Google Assistant. That's pretty good. When you can out-argue AI, you're doing pretty good. Well, go back and watch some more of those live streams then, man. You know, because I need some watch hours, right? We got bees, we got birds, we got the birds and the bees. I don't know what the hell that noise is coming from. I got some kind of squirrel chirping over here or something. I don't know. What the hell was that? I got a message from somebody. Like, oh, AMC wants me to medical insurance. I don't need no fucking medical insurance, man. Delete that. Thanks for watching. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Crazy private medical checks, don't need that. It is about 22 Celsius here today. Which isn't bad when you're by the ocean because you got the breeze coming off the ocean. Anytime it gets hot, see that's what's good about Nha Trang. Even if it gets hot as Ho Chi Minh City, you don't have to worry because you got the breeze coming right off the ocean and it just cools you down. Anytime you got air moving, you can handle more heat, you know. It's cottonwood season, man. I gotta do my my skincare. My arms start to look like a fucking alligator over here, man, from the sun. I get out my skincare cream here, man. We're gonna do some skincare cream so my arm doesn't look like an alligator. See, I got some on my finger, right? There we go. Skincare for your old man arms, man. Oy. Beauty secrets. Use with collagen. When you get old, you need to use collagen. So that your skin gets tougher too, because it's like leather anyway. Plus it smells pretty decent too. Avena? It's Heca in Mexico. Probably costs more now with the tariffs, but I got this big one left over from last year, so because I haven't been doing this with it, so yeah, I got some good stuff, man. Smells like pee-pee. Hey man, pee-pee. Just stick your pee-pee, you stick your old fist up in the pee-pee, man. Dry skin, man. Dry skin sucks, man. You turn into dust before you die, man. Right there. Avena. Collagen Instituto Español Collagenio. Skin repair formula. Cheap stuff, but good stuff. Cheap, good stuff. If you women out there, if there's any women out there watching here, you want this, you don't want Tiger Balm, you want this here. This is the good stuff, man. The good stuff, man. Better than the Jerkins lotion, man. The only thing is it doesn't last that long because it gets sucked into your skin, which is a good thing because that means it's working. If it stays on top, then it's not working because then you got to peel all the old skin flakes off of your arm, man. It looks like you're turning into a fucking zombie, man. Man, I'm a zombie, man, because my arm is starting to peel, man. I have my sexy legs, though, man. I got my sexy ass legs, man. I got my shorts on today because I got my sexy, sexy legs. And I got my malagititi. Yep, so there's all kinds of give and take, you know. Man, already? It's already time to start clipping these fucking nails already, man. I just did it a couple days ago, man. Clipped the nails, man. Yeah, I need it rain. It's gonna rain tomorrow. I need the rainstorm, man. I can go jump out in the rain. Instead of having to go all the way out to Planet Fitness, I can just jump out in the rain and take a shower there because my brother won't fix the hot water down about the fucking shit in the house, man. He doesn't want to fix nothing, man. I need to clean my nails, man. I have dirty nails, man. And smoking, my fingers, they look all nicotine stained like Aqualone, man. Do, sitting in my backyard tent. Do, eyeing little girls with bad intent. Do. Hey, Aqualone. Yeah, I can't wait till I get back, man. I'm tired of paying $8 a pack for fucking cigarettes. And see, this bottle here was $2.49, and I get 3 of these for $1 in Vietnam. Get a coffee over there for $1. 80 cents if you go to the right place. If you go to a street coffee place, get a big iced coffee for like 80 cents. Get a smoothie. I miss my avocado smoothies. I can't afford $10 for a fucking smoothie at the Dunkin' Donuts there, man. That'll break me. If I had one every day, that's $10 a day, man. That's $300 a month. Over there, it's 80 cents a day, man. You can drink them twice a day, man. Just go to the juice stand and have them say, I need some dragon fruit. They'll take the dragon fruit and you'll peel it, chop it into slices for you, put it in a styrofoam and wrap it. Put it so you can put it in your refrigerator, eat it in the morning. It's just so fucking convenient over there, man. Just walk out your door and you're good to go. Here, you walk out your door, you sit in the fucking tent, or you gotta go in the car, stop at the gas station, put $10 in there so you can drive somewhere to go. Because, you know, this block, you can walk for 4 blocks around here and there ain't not one place to go except the corner bar. In Vietnam, places like this, you know, every other fucking house is a coffee shop or a restaurant, man. Because they're trying to maybe I should make a coffee stand up in front of my house, you know? Brew me some iced coffee overnight, you know, what they call cold brew. And set a stand up there and put a stand up there, Cuban and Vietnamese coffee, man. Get the cups, buy 1,000 cups at a time, get some ice. Cost you maybe $1 for the coffee, right? Charge them $3. Say, here, get your Vietnamese coffee for $3, man. You can get that Busta Cafe, which is Robusta beans. You make it taste just like Vietnamese coffee if you cold brew it. That's how they do it. They set a gallon jug at night. They make concentrate and they get up to about 3 gallons. The next day, that's enough for the coffees that you're selling because they put a whole lot of ice in there and they just pour it in there and then put your condensed milk. I figure it costs you about, with the cups, the ice, about $1 a cup when you get done with it. And you're going to make $2 a cup that you sell. And you know people get addicted to that shit real quick, man. They get one Vietnamese, they're going to be coming to your yard every day, man. Hey, like a lemonade stand. Hey, can I get one of the Vietnamese coffee? Sure. Come on up. I got it ready for you to go, man. In a couple minutes. Here's your Vietnamese coffee, man. That would be a business to start in Vietnam. Even though there's 100 million coffee shops in Vietnam, just start your little coffee stand for 10 grand. There you get your TRC card. Start your little coffee store on the corner. Fruit juice shop, man. Buy a blender, make smoothies, man. Maybe, just maybe, you won't get shot from taking the business away from the Vietnamese people, right? Is there any baseball games on now? Let me see. No, not yet. But it is time to go get something to eat, man. Man does not live on cigarettes and Diet Pepsi alone. I wish I could call Grab up, say, hey, deliver me some egg rolls and some noodles with pork balls in it, and I got the money for you. Bring it on, bring it on. You can't do that here. In Vietnam, you can. No, I'm trying to convince him to go out. I got my high school buddy. He's convinced. I just got to keep working on him a little bit. He's $7 grand a month, man. He's making like 3 times, almost 3 times what I'm making, man. He's got his dog, man. He's got to take care of the dog, man. I gotta hurry up and get this week out to the recorder's office and get my name put back on the title here, man, so that when he dies, some girl doesn't give him a blowjob or something. He gives the house to her, or fucking leaves the house to his dog, or the state gets it, you know. Because then I don't have an address, right? I gotta have an address, man. So you do your banking, you got it. Fuck that Bob's RV living, get a post office box and live. Nobody's gonna live out of a fucking post office box, man. You gotta have an actual fucking. I registered my car last night. $84 for license plates, man. What the fuck? That old car, I had to pay $84 for license plates. So there you go. Not $1,000. I got the light. That's $10. So at $1,094 went into the car in 1 month, man. What the fuck? And of course, even if it's paid for, you still gotta have liability insurance on it. That's another $100 a fucking month, or depends on where you get it from, you know. Geico's okay. Gotta keep the little gecko, the gecko, gotta keep him happy, right? Get some just in case on your car. Just in case. I should start an insurance company called Just in Case Insurance. You know, you need it just in case something happens, man. Yep, just in case. That's what I got to see. Not this month, not September, the beginning of September, I got to buy my travel insurance. That's not much. It's less than $100 for like 180 days. My brother hasn't been to Indianapolis yet. My brother hasn't been to Chicago except to go to the museum. My brother hasn't been, he'd been to California when he was a kid to see my grandmother. But other than that, he's been in his house since he was born. He worked for the city here. He worked as at the school district. So he's getting a pension from that and his Social Security because he's like 4 years older than me. But yeah, I couldn't believe that shit, man. My high school buddy told me, yeah, I get $4,200 from the Teamsters. And I said, and he gets his Social Security on top of it. And he's bitching he wants to go get a job. I go, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I said, you own 2 fucking houses and you can't live on 7. You know why? Because he takes his money to the fucking casino and blows it. As soon as he gets his check, man, right to the casino and play the slot machines, man. Old Popeye in Florida, that's what he does. He goes to the casino so he can meet the old ladies there, you know. Pulls the handles. You gotta pull the handle. Just pull this, man. Instead of spending 25 cents to spin, just get a spinner and have her spin. Well, it's almost 2 hours. I've been up since early this morning, so it's about time to take a nap because Wishy went live. Do you know she went live at like 5:30 a.m.? I caught her at about 6:30. So I was up at 6:30 this morning, so it's time to take a fucking nap now. So I can stay out late tonight. Hopefully this last cigarette will engage my stomach irritated enough where I could take a dump, right? I think it's working. So, I will say thank you all for showing up. Thanks for the thumbs up. And the Guru will bless you all. Adios, motherfuckers.